Good morning, YouTube, Twitter, the world. We are really excited to be here with you guys. I kept thinking it was Tuesday, but guess what? It's not. It's Wednesday where we are. Welcome to NFT Art Talk, where you can join us live daily, Monday through Friday, for a new way to experience the NFT art scene. We're going to be talking about what we are doing, the art that we like, the artists that inspire us, NFTs as a whole, news, hot topics, all the fun stuff, culture, art, music, fashion, whatever's on our mind. That's what we're here to do. We're also here to have some fun with people interested in NFTs and the NFT community. This community is growing super fast. What Karthik and I are here to do is welcome everyone to experiment, explore, and learn with us in our community of acceptance and celebration. Make sure to like and subscribe, y'all. You can push those buttons right below us. Hit that bell notification so that you can get notified whenever we're live. And always, you can follow us on Twitter, shoot us a DM to get in touch if you want to collaborate, anything, and chat with us in a space, because we are living in these Twitter spaces. I can tell you that. In today's episode, we're going to talk about NFT shoes, what's on our mind, Limewire, some big brands doing stuff, and of course, all the artists that inspire us to keep doing what we're doing every day and creating every day. Without further ado, my name is Moshe, aka DJ Fetus, and this is my boy, brother from another mother, Karthik NFTs in all the spaces. You can find all of our profiles, links, merch, NFTs, everything is right below us in that description. When you're going to like and subscribe, just go a little bit further down. That's what she said. So, what's up, Karthik?
Just chilling, Matt. It's good to see you this morning. I was in Twitter Spaces. I was gonna mention this to you a little bit earlier, but so in one of these spaces, I don't know, there's a rumor of what's gonna be happening, but they're saying Snoop has that whole catalog for Death Row, and they might try to make it as like NFTs maybe, and people could remix it, and that's how they're gonna find new artists and such. So I was pretty intrigued by that when I was in one of these rooms. Like, oh man, I was trying to look it online, I didn't see anything, so I don't know if that was an underground thing, but that fascinated me. I might be making a remix of my favorite albums from the 90s, honestly, if they do that. I think that'd be real tight.
Bro, I can't wait to get that. I can't wait to get that Chronic on one of my tracks, or just to like see, like, buy people's Chronic NFTs. Like, I mean, it's so tight. Yeah. You know, and honestly, it's funny, when we were talking about this before we went live, I was sharing with Karthik, I'm dropping an NFT collection tomorrow with all unique songs that haven't been released yet, and one of them is in homage to Snoop, because no doubt this guy has inspired me like way more than he or anybody realizes, like not just in the NFT space. I know, you know, you and I were fortunate enough to like open for him at Stubbs in Austin with one of our homies, Franchise, who's now in Black. And like, honestly, this guy's been inspiring me my whole life, dude. So I kind of made a one-of-one homage for him in this new collection. I'm so excited to share it with you guys. But it got me thinking when Karthik and I were talking, like, that's going to be tight too, because he's going to see that and he's going to hear new artists that are like, yo, you inspired me. Here's some music I wrote that's kind of inspired by your music, even if it's not a sample. And that's another way to find artists that are really tight. And I just think amongst all the things that we talk about on this show that make these NFTs dope as fuck, this, you know, what he's doing in this space is just, it just resonates that. Sorry, I'm going to go ahead and tweet this out so we can let our Twitter friends know.
Yeah, I was hitting up Twitter too, but yeah, you know, I think Doggy Style and the Chronic I think we might have got the Doggy Style on the CD, maybe. I know Chronic for sure. Me and bro had that on tape back in the day, but it's cool. You know, in the past, it used to be like bands, you know, and they sample the bands into like the hip hop records. So it's interesting to see this transition because people grew up on hip hop. So like the sampling of that old school music and like what it's going to become is pretty tight. I'm pretty interested in that because I grew up in that era of like a lot of hip hop, like Tupac, Biggie, Snoop Dogg, Chronic, all that was kind of big in my era when I was a teenager.
Yeah, you know, and just while we're chatting, this is a little bit off topic, but it is something that just popped into my mind. I'll give a quick shout out to all these guys at the Ape Raffle. I tuned into their Twitch last night. It was crunk, dude. It was crunk. I didn't win, My wife and I were pretty salty about that. But, you know, it's all about the community. And we were definitely doing it to support this really cool community. And hopefully one day we'll find our way into these apes and flies and all of this stuff. If not, we'll just save up our money. But regardless, I wanted to give a shout out because something really cool happened. I just wanted to share it with everyone. If you're not in this community, you should go. I mean, you don't actually have to buy an NFT or anything to join. They're open and willing, and they want to get people involved. It's aperaffle.com, APE raffle. I can put a link in the bottom after the show. But they did this giveaway for this. I mean, it was like, I can't remember what it was. I think it was either, what was it? I think it was an eye banana. It's like a apocalyptic ape. Anyways, it's worth 10 ETH, right? So it's like 20, 30 grand, right?
Right.
And the winner, it was his birthday that day, right? And he just started chemo this week. And it was just like, dude, that is the type of fate I'm talking about. You know, that's the type of that's the way that this space changes people's lives. You know, this guy's probably having a tough week, and it's his birthday, and I think he was even in like Europe or something. So while it was happening, he was probably passed out. I can't remember, or maybe he was in the room. I can't remember. But anyways, I just thought it was real cool, and I'm really excited to participate in that community. I don't know, just totally off topic, but shout out to like people helping people. You know.
Yeah, number one, helping people and helping people through the art. Always promoted that way. But yeah, that's a good story to hear, man. Some positive energy coming out of the community. Always good.
For real. Also, quickly, I see Black 16 Media in the chat. Stick around, yo. Hang out. We're going to feature your artwork a little bit later. First, we're going to dive into some news, and then chill, vibe on some music, and check out some artists that are inspiring us. So let's go get it. You ready?
Yeah, you want me to go to this foot designer digital experience?
I think this is a great place to start. Here, let me share our screens.
Yes. So yeah, this is about a sneaker that's being handmade by Italian designers. And the company's called NTR1-Meta, announces the first digital NFT sneaker handmade by Italian designers. So NTR1-Meta, the exclusive Italian handmade shoes wearable in the real world, the metaverse, and tradable as the NFT. So they're kind of combining like actual physical shoe with the NFT and incorporating it in this what they call physical/digital experience. Swappable is partnering with digital fashion brand another AN1 to launch the NFT Sneaker Collection NTR1-Meta. The synergy between the Swappable and AN1 sparked from a shared passion for wearables and the digital future. The initiative allows NFT holders to wear digital sneakers in Decentraland, trade them on Swappable, or redeem them for the real-life physical pairs. Public minting for the NTR1-Meta sneakers commences on March 17th at 13 UTC. The collection, which will feature 5,055 units in total, will be launched as NFT collectibles on the Swappable marketplace on the Polygon blockchain. So for those who are worried about gas fees, Polygon's a little cheaper solution than Ethereum. 5,000 sneakers will go on sale on March 17th, with the remaining 555 to be launched during this Decentraland Fashion Week taking place from 24th to 27th of March. So this is probably interesting. I bet you during that Fashion Week, there's probably going to be a lot of drops like this, honestly. And maybe this is like the lead up to it, right? So maybe this is just like the first one. They're saying like the first digital, experience, but they're probably like leading example actually what these other brands are trying to do. This is my opinion of what I'm seeing actually in this whole article.
So are you going to be able to wear these shoes, you think, or?
Yeah, we'll say Meta will be the world's first 3-in-1 physical, digital, handmade Italian high-end sneakers. Yeah.
It looks like they're partnering, or they're on Decentraland too. So, man, that's really cool. You got to imagine it's only a matter of time before, we can all just build our own custom clothes. Man, we're gonna be fashion designers in the metaverse, dude. I don't know. It just struck me like you already design a bunch of dope shit, and I'm definitely have some merch out, and it's gonna be fun to do this. I'm excited about this.
Yeah, for any artist, you're creating all the artwork, the music and all that. So it's really cool in the metaverse. You kind of combine all that together to really give them a real world experience. But yeah, did you want to go on to the next article you want to look at?
Yeah, I just wanted to throw this back. I saw this come across my news feed and I was like, what, dude? Like, I'm already feeling like I'm in the 90s with like this Twitter space mixtape game of like put your phone next to your speaker and rap to someone's beat, and like honestly, I'm not even talking shit. I love that. But when I saw this, I was like, yes sir, I will get back on Limewire and sell/buy NFTs. It looks like in May, Limewire is going to be relaunching their mainstream ready digital collectibles marketplace for art and entertainment. I think they're going to focus on music too, which I think is really cool. This feels like, honestly, I don't know how many people know LimeWire and Napster and like the way we used to have to stream music, slightly questionably, I guess they could say, on legality. But to me, this felt like part of the beginning of this whole exchange, digital creation, transaction was, back when LimeWire and Napster were really popping off, and they were, we could go there to like stream music and download music before iTunes, when it was just like CDs and tapes, and part of like, honestly, part of the shit that was talked was, it was like, well, we don't know how many people are downloading it and the artist isn't getting paid, and you're just stealing music, and the artist and like fans are like taking music and posting it and getting more downloads than an artist. And I just remember all of that, all that talk, if you will.
For those people like maybe are younger watching this, basically back in the 90s, you had a stranglehold of people distributing a lot of media. You could probably look that back up in any way, but what had happened was the internet came about, and then you had Napster, which allowed like anybody to download songs and stuff. LimeWire was like another one that came out right after that. I think Kazaa was like another one I used, but on those platforms, I believe you could get videos and music on there. So it was interesting at that time. People were just like, how many plays I could get. Fortunately now, it's NFT marketplace. It's like that. It's akin to that, right? Because you had artists that get discovered on those platforms back then, and now you have this kind of reiterating now in this current time in the NFT marketplace. So it's just interesting to see like this throwback of these old companies coming back and doing this. And I think it probably is part nostalgia, part like our generation kind of coming to this forefront of like pushing this movement.
Yeah, and everything's trackable now. So when you go and you buy that NFT or you transfer it to a friend, it's on the blockchain. You're going to see that happen. So none of this like, oh, I don't know how many people did this or that, right? It's like, no, you can go see that. The other thing I just quickly, before we move on to this, to some of the, again, our theme of like popular culture taking up NFTs, I just thought this was something interesting too that I think we're seeing more and more just to help people get introduced to this. One thing that they're doing for the quote-unquote NFT newbies is they're using the Wires payment platform, which apparently is something OpenSea does. So you can also, when you buy NFTs on LimeWire, you can buy it directly from your credit card. You don't have to like go purchase ETH, do this, do that, connect it to this and that. I still would be apprehensive personally because I want to keep my NFTs in like a secure wallet that I own, not somebody else. But like, I do think it's interesting now. We're starting to see this more. I believe Rarible also you can buy directly from like, you can just put your credit card in to buy an NFT type thing. I just think it's interesting. Still, my opinion, go learn about crypto. It's really not that hard. And there's a lot of, but I still think it's cool that if you're trying to get in the space, you're going to be able to do that with these up and coming platforms.
For those people too who are thinking like, how do I keep it safe? Basically a MetaMask or any wallet, you could connect a hardware wallet to it. There's multiple YouTube videos on that online. You can go look it up. So.
Yeah, and also hit us up if you need links or have questions. I mean, we're not trying to say we're the experts and we're telling you what to do, or we're not financial advisors. We're just here to like help wherever we can. We can send you the links that we use on YouTube or whatever. So if you ever have questions that we can answer, please do hit us up. Karthik, you want to talk about this NFT craze and big brands?
Yeah, I thought this one's pretty cool. I'm a big basketball fan. So this was an article talking about how Atlanta Hawks are getting into it. So Following around a seed investment late last year, Atlanta-based Giga Labs has been busy helping more household name brands enter the growing NFT space. The most recent is the Atlanta Hawks, which announced this week the launch of a Harry the Hawk NFT collection. While 40 hand-drawn NFTs of the beloved Hawks mascot will be available, the team's director of innovation, Jen Choi, says this is a new fan engagement lever. We've seen NFTs as one of the hottest trends in technology in the brand space. This is for to love to engage with the Hawks. It isn't necessarily about using these NFTs as an investment vehicle, but rather as a fun Hawks collectible. So this goes back to like, they just look at it as like another, revenue stream or another collectible that they could digitally give out to their fans. I just think it's cool, just connecting it, when you see these bigger, I look at like any NBA team player, they're really big, huge artists, right? So when you're seeing them start adopting these things and try to use it in their kind of realm, it just shows you like them as artists knowing how to brand stuff. They're trying to even get this into like the pop culture, right? So this goes back to like, if you're at least studying this right now, you're learning something that's probably going to be utilized a lot, especially in the artistic realm.
Yeah, I agree. I was just thinking, I wonder if like BitBoy and all those guys are involved. I know they're all Atlanta based. They love the Hawks. And for me with sports and NBA Top Shots, which I know we got to get them in our artist, just because like we both love the NBA. But I just think the utility that can come with sports is really tight. Like if you're going or giving you access to like certain things and the players, and the players are down, they're buying NFTs, they're the ones out there doing all this stuff. So I just think it's really cool. And on that same vein, I kind of found this Notorious B.I.G. NFT collection was announced. I think it's Christopher Wallace estate, so that's his name if anybody doesn't know. I think his mom is really involved in this. When I was reading the article, I know she is big in his estate and his memorial foundation, and I just thought it was cool. So this is being released by this One Of platform, and to be 100% honest with you guys, I do not know a lot about them. It looks like they have some sort of like subscription service, and you get the app, and then it's like a marketplace, and they have all sorts of like sports and lifestyle collectives like Notorious B.I.G. I know they have some stuff with Duke basketball and Coach K retiring. Everything is on Tezos. We talked about a Grammy article, so I think they were doing something with the Grammy. Yes, they are involved in the Grammy piece that we talked about yesterday. It's just a really, Karthik and I, the only reason I offer caution is because we don't know them, and our diligence has been reading this article and checking out their NFTs, which do look really tight. But this crew is collaborating with some pretty awesome artists in sports and lifestyle and music, and I just think and they're on Tezos, which is pretty cool. It's a very affordable coin, and it looks like they're building out their own marketplace. So links are for all the news that you saw today are in the description below. So if you're interested and you want to tune in, go check it out. And if you want to learn more about One of One, go check them out. Do your own research and let us know what you find. So let's dive into some artists. Does that sound good, Karthik?
Yeah, man.
All right, cool. So I'm going to kick it off with two artists. First, Humans, man. This guy, these guys and girls, I should say, this community. I mean, I'm building a track for some of the founders in this crew right now. We were talking about like what's going on with DJ Fetus. He's like, yo, can I make you a character? I was like, dude, anything that's like the way to get me inspired. And then this fool went and made me a fucking cheeseburger head. He doesn't even know my dreams of festival playing as DJ Fetus, where I'm literally wearing a head like this, shooting cheeseburgers out of a t-shirt cannon into the crowd just to share food. I mean, DJ Fetus is really about like sharing environment, equality for all, building a dope community. I do advocate for homeless and providing food to all is part of like kind of my name, but Man, this thing is so tight. So I wanted to give him a shout out, say thank you. I might throw this on our scene below, like next to my DJ Fetus logo. This might be me now, dude. I don't know. I do have a self-portrait, but this is so tight. And so he's actually revealing, so he's minting now. Polygon Matic is his network. I think it's maybe 15 Matic right now. And then the reveal is on March 30th. But honestly, he's been out building these one-of-ones for people. And I got to say, every single thing I've seen from the art has been, or it's really like the crew has been out doing it. It's not one person. Has been so tight. I try to catch all their spaces. I'm in their Discord. I'm just saying, go follow this crew. Their links are below. Get involved. Like, I just feel really welcome. And again, I can't believe they made me a 101. This thing is so dope, dude. I can't believe it. I appreciate it.
It's dope.
So I wanted to give him a shout out. I'm really excited. I'm making like a Gorillaz style track for him because he told me that's his favorite band. So. And I think you can kind of see that in his artwork. And then just while I have the mic, so yeah, humans, again, all the links are below us. So I wanted to quickly feature, before I pass the mic over to Karthik, I wanted to quickly feature Black 16 Photography. This is a photographer. I think he might be hanging out with us watching the vid in the chat right now. I'm kind of like looking down to see. Honestly, I met him this morning in a Twitter space, but he inspired the crap out of me. He's based in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm gonna go show you his photo. I don't want to reveal. There is some graphic nature to it, so I will warn you about that. But basically, as he described it this morning, he is a photographer based in Lagos, trying his hardest to make his stuff happen. In Lagos, in Nigeria, things are very different. I don't know if any of our viewers have been to Africa, but definitely things are different. They don't pay as much for photography. It's a lot harder to get yourself off the ground. And so I've been noticing a lot of amazing African artists in these spaces. But for Black 16 here, I wanted to, or just 16, I just wanted to highlight his NFT also. It's on OpenSea. Where did it go? It looks like he's got some other stuff that he's been collecting in here. But this is it. So obviously I already like his style because, we out here blazing. I ain't even shy about that. Anyways, this is his photo. It was inspired by a real life experience that he had. I really hope that one day we can have him on the show to talk about his experiences. I don't like telling other people's story for them. But it was inspired, I'll read what he has here. It was inspired by true events in Nigeria and the legendary pioneer of Afro beats, Fela Kuti, who's awesome. Nigeria has maintained the infamous position as the poverty capital of the world, with 93.9 people in Africa's most populous country currently living below the poverty line. Police brutality, which is something that I advocate for, is also on all-time high. Corruption is eating the system amidst so many other channels of frustration. It's surprising how Nigerians still find a way to make themselves happy. This piece captures 1,000,001 stories of being a Nigerian in Nigeria. And I think it just shows, it's like, I love the juxtaposition of the smiling face while unfortunately being tortured. This spoke to me. We're DMing each other right now. I'm gonna donate some music to a video he has about police brutality. I'm gonna check that out actually after the show today and see if I have something or if I need to create something new. But police brutality is something that I think speaks to everyone across the world. And I know for me and my family, just a little bit about my story. My wife is African American. Our son is mixed race. Police brutality is something that we worry about literally on repeat every single day. And we advocate for Mothers Against Police Brutality. If you don't know about them, you should definitely check them out. Again, I'll get one of their links below too after the show. And just his cause really spoke to me. When I visited Kenya with my wife, we saw the police brutality and corruption firsthand. We actually were going out on a safari, Shortly after leaving Nairobi, we were pulled over by some cops. They pulled me out of the car, started threatening me, pulled our guide out of the car. Fortunately, I wasn't physically assaulted. They did slap our guard. They were trying to get like our cameras and get us to give them money and all this stuff. The guide was like amazing, and somehow like they didn't steal my camera, and we didn't. I think he bribed him, but we gave him the money back. You know, it's just this stuff. It really speaks to me, and I really appreciate what this artist Black 16 is doing. I'm really grateful that we could showcase him. I can't wait to collaborate with him and help further his cause and connect on just the wrong that's being done to all in the world. And also, I really love his photo. If I could afford it, I would buy it. But I think it's just the way that, I think he's right. Like, most of the African people I know are happy to be alive and here with us, and I just think this is a really great juxtaposition. And sorry, I just wanted to share that story here.
Right on, man. Yeah, peace, love, and art. No hurting any sentient beings. That's my stance on everything. We should all respect every human, every being, every animal, and never hurt them. And the world's a better place when it's like that. So yeah, just end all suffering almost.
I love that Fool's Gold, our band. This is in the background. You're hearing Fool's Gold. It just feels appropriate for this little artist spotlight. But yeah, I agree with you, man. Like, and I love the piece you put out, I think yesterday, about art and war. Karthik piece too. So
yeah. It's just like we could battle malice by creating art, basically, because when you're consuming art, you're not fighting it anybody, you're enjoying it. So I find that as like a stance against it. Everybody has their own way, but that's the way I like to do it.
Yeah,
so
and
people together.
I agree, man. And shout out to Black 16 for joining us live here. Yeah, dude, we would love to get you on the show. If you want to come talk, let's connect in the DMs, and we can get you up here to tell us your story. So, all right, Karthik, let's keep it moving, huh? Do you want to talk about this? Talk about Alexi?
Yeah, just scanning the internet, scanning Instagram. Pretty cool artist. He kind of depicts like crazy scenes. Like he has this one Titanic one. He has like one. I thought this one with the volcano is kind of crazy. All of them pretty wild. Like it's just like, yeah, I guess it's like an octopus kind of coming out of I think the second one's actually the video. Just kind of wild 3D movie art.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if there's sound. Oh, we got sound.
He has some first person, so maybe after this one.
Okay, and we got sound. My favorite button to push. So. Damn, that's sick.
That's kind of wild. Go to like there's one here where it's like a moon man. Oh, that was pretty tight. The volcano one's kind of wild too.
Bro, is this movie disclosure? Are we looking at some disclosure here? Like, did some massive octopus actually take the Titanic down and Leo was lying to us the whole time? Okay, we got music on this guy too. I like it. Oh shit. Damn. I did not expect that. I was thinking like Alien. Oh damn. That's real tight, dude. Well played, Alexi. I like that. Let's look at one more. Were there any more that you wanted to point out, or can I just pick one randomly?
Just pick one. Pick one.
I kind of want to check out this Cars one.
Cool.
I was in a space last night talking to a guy who's building out these car garages things. Yeah, I'll have to bring.
This is actual Bugatti. No.
Yeah, is that his Bugatti?
I don't know.
It looks like it, right? I mean, fooled me, you know. Like if this is AR,
knows, bro?
Who knows?
Right.
Hold on, one more, and then we'll go to Mighty Raccoon. Oh, well, that just looks tight. I think this is the one that I saw on his Rareable, actually.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so he's got some stuff on Rareable. Looks like it's on the ETH blockchain, 0.05 ETH, so definitely affordable. This kind of looks like watercolor. Ah, that's real tight. Oh, yeah, so thanks. Everything's below. You want to go Mighty Raccoon?
Yeah. So this is Mr. Raccoon. Yeah, he's I've seen his artwork, but it's real tight. It's like Marvel mixed with like CG. You probably pick any one of those. It'd probably be pretty dope, honestly.
I like that. Let me see if we've got music. Oh, we do.
What just happened?
That's real tight. Looks like he has a YouTube too with a bunch of these videos on it.
Yeah, I've seen a couple where he has like fight scenes and stuff like that. But yeah, I think he's currently doing some Spider-Man stuff. But he has everything in there. It's definitely like one of the artists I've seen for a minute, and I'm just like, yeah, he works pretty dope.
Yeah, I mean, I love Spider-Man, so I'm not hating on that. I also love Batman. Look at this. We can also... I mean, it reminds me of a video game almost. Like,
Right, yeah.
this is real tight. Let's look at his, yeah, we have his foundation here. Okay. So this is cool. He's got some stuff at 0.2. He's got 5 ETH. Oh man, he's in the pixel game. You know, man, I love that pixel art. Maybe we should look at one of these. Let's look at this guy. See what. That's cool. It's kind of like a statue.
Like Minotaur, modern tar.
Oh, dude, Hulk smashes Thanos. What?
Yeah, that one's.
This one's
think
gonna
I might
have some
have
music. That's so tight. I don't know why, but I just thought, like, is this the new age jazz music? Like, for real, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in jazz, it was all about, like, collaboration and creating things together, and then, like, taking things that had already been done, and then, like, making your own version of it, which is what this feels like to me. You know? Like, this is nothing like Avengers movie, right? Like, these guys don't even look exactly the same, but there's similarities, and the scenes look dope, you know? Like, so if you're a fan, like, I just think this is a really cool recreation. Not to mention, he went and added the sound effects to it, so respect for that, dude. Respect for that. I don't think you're doing anything wrong, and if anybody tells you you are, you tell them, go fuck yourself. Okay. Yeah, this is not a G-rated show. My kid's not here. I don't care. Okay. Actually, this is another person who I'd met this morning, and Fantasy Queens. I'm all about featuring women artists in this space and putting them on as much as I can. I just liked the artwork a lot, to be honest. I didn't get a chance because I had to jump in here to like really hear the pitch or anything like that. But I just thought this is really cool. It's very affordable, and I just think I love it. And I'm not going to lie. I like the style. I like how it looks like kind of drawn and painted, and definitely with the digital vibe. And yeah, I'm thinking about getting one of these, to be honest. But I just thought it was really cool. And I wanted to, before we got off today, I just wanted to make sure that we got Fantasy Queens a shout out because I thought it was really cool.
It looks real tight, man.
Yeah.
And it's affordable.
Yeah, that's, I thought that was really cool. Like, I, for new NFT collectors like myself, I definitely am looking at some like more project type stuff to start collecting. But also, like, I'm an artist out here trying to do the same thing, and I'm all about supporting other artists, especially as I start to sell more of my NFTs. Like, I do believe we have to give back. And damn, dude, this might be the winner for me right here. This looks so tight. I accidentally turned our music off. That looks so tight. Yeah,
It's
well,
real tight and colorful.
Yeah, very tight, very colorful. Man, I'm keeping this one open. This one's speaking to me. Very, very cool. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you. We're having such a good time doing this with y'all every day. We just want to keep sharing the message. Like, keep doing what you're doing. Artists out there, if you want to come hang out with us, hit us up, shoot us a DM. Like, we'll love to have you on this show or in any of our spaces. And just remember, like, this is something that's been really on my mind a lot of recent. And, I'm really grateful for my boy Karthik here and my homie Mofos for, like, reminding me of this. But try to create something every day. Like, even if it's not music or art, create a smile on someone's face. Like, do something that you love, that you're excited about every single day. I know for me, the NFT space and my friends and fellow artists like Karthik, Mofos, Humans, the Ape Raffle, like all these people have reminded me of something that's really important in my life, which is being creative and creating. And not that I ever forgot it, but it just feels good to be back here again. And so I just want to encourage everybody else to do the same.
I agree, man. You're always there supporting me, our artistic journey, and we're just here to support everybody else. So just, create exactly what he said, whatever you can, even if it's a smile or even if it's just like a good moment.
For sure. And also, quick shout out before we get off. I'm going to play us out to a track by The Meaning. It's a song called Lie. I had an amazing conversation with The Meaning yesterday. I think she's going to be our first interview guest. We're looking at getting her on next Thursday. So we'll start the promotion today. But I'm going to play us out to her music. And yeah, I love her Discord, so definitely check her out. But hey, Karthik, you have a great day, and everybody watching, have an awesome day. Thanks for tuning in. We did it. We did this whole thing in the morning. Like, this is dope. All right, y'all. Without further ado, here's The Meaning with the title track, The Lie. Y'all make sure to check out The Meaning. The track is called Lie, and it's The Meaning with the number 3 and Z, so it's TH3 Meaning. Available on Spotify, I think YouTube, and we'll definitely get a link in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, set that notification so you know when we're live, and come find us on Twitter. Let's kick it, y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out with NFT Art Talk, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.